Hi, I'm Lukman, also known as Luke. That's what people call me here. I'm 21 years old and I'm recording my virtual cover letter for Streamline Studios. Instead of the predetermined questions, I was offered to pick on any topic, and my topic for around 5 minutes will be about the game that I think reignited my passion for single player games. So, uh, ever since high school, I've been gaming a lot with my friends. You know, the usual, the League of Legends, the CSGO, the Apex, whatever multiplayer game I can sink my teeth into. I was there for Valorant's first launch day. I stayed up. I have got I've got the day one banner. In essence, like I've sunk my teeth into hundreds of hours of Overwatch, Apex, the lot. My point is, I've played tons of multiplayer games, but I wasn't always like this. You know, when I was a bit younger and more of a console gamer, I very much enjoyed single player games. But along the years, I lost interest in it. You know, I stopped enjoying single player games as much as I used to, and part of it has to do with a reduced attention span, you know, from either like TikTok or like just hyper consumption of media. But eventually I lost interest. And then last year, I actually ended up going on a trip with my family, specifically to Europe. We were going on a sort of tour. And I knew that there was going to be a lot of downtime because not only was the flight, you know, cumulatively 25 hours long both ways, we were also going to be on the bus, like a ton, you know, from the UK all the way to Switzerland. We were going to be on that bus, same bus. So I have a Switch. You know, I decided, you know what? I'm going to pick a game up to keep myself busy. And so I asked for a recommendation from a friend. And what she recommended me was Persona 5 Royal. Now, I know of RPGs. I have played a lot of Pokemon. My first game ever was Pokemon Diamond. But Persona 5, I've never played an Atlas game. I've never played a Shin Megami Tensei game. And I don't think I've ever beaten a JRPG in full, other than Pokemon. So I was a bit apprehensive at first, but, you know, the first thing that grabbed me was that art style. The striking reds, the blacks, everything is stylized. Everything in Persona 5, even on the Switch, that's underpowered mess, it looks good. Everything, design-wise, stylistically, has a purpose, and it fulfills that purpose, if you ask me, extremely well. So that's what partially that's what got its hooks into me, you could say. And then the music. Everybody knows the Persona 5 music. Even if you don't know the name, everybody's heard Last Surprise at least once. If you work in games or you play games, people have used it for edits, for videos, for everything. You know a Persona song, even if you don't know it. So that was also a huge reason. So, you know, I picked up the game at CEX, local video game store. 100% recommend that you should go there. Picked it up, and before long, you know, I was playing it on the plane, and I ate it up, you know. I spent so much time on that bus playing the game. While everyone else was asleep on that bus, I was looking out the window and playing Persona 5. And that was like a huge memory for me. You know, I didn't think that the game would grip me. I thought it would, you know, eventually lose me. But surprisingly, I was able to cling on for every single minute, and even more so because I started a New Game Plus run. And I can honestly say that Persona 5 is the game that you could say reignited my passion for gaming. I still do love games. I used to write about it. Hell, I wrote an entire essay about why decision making is important in Pokemon, and how the developers essentially make choices for you or guide you to a choice that you think is right. And I thought that was super interesting, but I don't do that as much anymore. But Persona 5 is the game that I can say really reignited that passion. That's why I'm applying for this. That's why I played more single player games. I've played Persona 4 since then. I've played Final Fantasy X since then. Truly, like, masterpieces of media that, like, tell the most heartbreaking stories in the world. And I have Persona 5 Royal to thank for that. So that is why, you know, I'm applying for this job, because I'm passionate about games and I want to express that passion for other people to see, and I hope you enjoyed my cover letter. Hopefully, I hope to be seeing you soon for an interview or maybe at your office. Thank you.